Welcome back, Nuggets! If you have been keeping up with our live streams, then you might have noticed some changes in Carly, our main character. In any player-driven game, the character is crucial. A responsive and immersive player character can elevate the entire gameplay experience. Breaking it down, 3 core areas determine this: responsiveness, visuals, and sound. How promptly does the character react? Is the motion fluid and the animations consistent with their actions? And importantly, does the sound design complement this? Now, you cannot really judge a character just by watching it, and you would have to control it yourself to really make that call about the character. But look at these 2 examples. Which would you say looks better? Now, this is of course a gross exaggeration, but I feel that the second one looks much better. And this trifecta defines what we commonly term as feel. How does it feel to control the player character? And I felt my character was lacking in the feel department, so I decided it was time to add some more juice. I started with a quick win. Since I set up my character to have a separate model, I can alter and adjust the model as I see fit. And this allows me to swap models, for instance, for a ragdoll, but also to scale and transform the model. So one small thing I did was give Carly a little more bounce when she jumps and lands, implementing some classic squash and stretch, making her feel a little more alive and cartoonish, a little more in line of the style I'm going for. I accomplished this using the Do Tween package, a Unity package which helps you animate objects. And one of my favorites is their Do Scale Punch, which animates an object's scale to and back to whatever value you want, making it nice and bouncy. Feedback also highlighted Carly's indistinct double jump animation, which honestly was there but just wasn't resonating. So I introduced a new animation to rectify this, giving her actions more clarity and style, and I did that with a classic somersault. Now, it's not perfect, but immediately Carly's jumping and double jumping, which you will be doing a lot in the game, feels and looks so much better. And finally, someone can tell when she does a double jump. Next was a big one. I have been wanting to make a dodge roll for a very long time. Before, Carly would simply dash forward, even when she was on the ground. But I wanted that Souls-like feeling, and so I decided to give her a dodge roll. I started by making an animation of her doing a roll, and I thought it would be cool if she did a little turn as she rolls, but I will be removing that as it doesn't quite look good from every angle. Now, in my dash code, I had to make a distinction between when Carly was on the ground or when she was in the air. Luckily, this was quite easy to do as I am already always checking on what surface Carly is walking for instance adding dynamic footstep sounds. And so, soon enough, I had a nice roll-like dodge, but often as it is with just adding things and not really thinking about it, how does that actually work? But before we jump into that, if you haven't wishlisted Wrenched on Steam yet, there's a link in the description down below or somewhere up in one of the cards where you can do that right now. And if you would do that, I would be very grateful, as it tells Steam to love Wrenched and to push it to the front pages. So if you haven't done that already, go and do that right now. When adding a dodge roll, there are a few questions which needs to be answered. What happens if you roll towards an enemy or towards an edge? Can you control the direction of the roll? Can you cancel the roll? And can you roll off objects or not? A lot of questions with a lot of edge cases. I opted to stop the roll as you roll towards an enemy. You should be able to roll off edges, and you can cancel the roll by pressing in the opposite directions. Now, I've been playing around with this and testing it extensively and noticed that it just doesn't really work and doesn't really feel that great. I've been playing my game with a crappy dodge roll for quite some time right now, and I have actually learned to work around it, and I've gotten used to it. But I want you as a game developer to be very wary about something like that, as that is a huge pitfall. Because there is a big difference between being good at controlling a character or having a character that is nice to control. And these are two completely different things. You might suck at a game and be the worst player ever, but have enormous fun controlling that character. Or you could not have fun controlling a character, but be great at the game. I think we should always strive for the first, as mastery of a character comes with time. In short, as soon as you or your players feel your character isn't fun to control, change it. If they have difficulties with certain moves, change them. If they don't like looking at the character, change it. If anything and a player sucks at your game, if they have fun controlling your character, they will push through difficult sections and pull through. Carly, my character, still needs a lot of tweaking, and we haven't even touched upon sound, as sound can also greatly immerse a player and improve their gameplay experience. In summary, these changes have made the right foundations for in future versions of Wrench to make the right tweaks and to get that character feeling just right. And if you'd like to see more of the game, more devlogs, or catch me live working on the game, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you get notified when I go live. And that is all that I have for you today. So as always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.